Good morning, world. Welcome to the Cheltenham Badlands. Unfortunately, the hiking zone is closed because it's too slippery, but at least there's this little viewpoint here, which is quite nice. Wonderful day today in terms of weather. It's sunny, it's crisp, like typical spring weather and stuff. So we'll head to the terracotta place to do the hiking. I get free parking, which is nice.
Were you?
Okie dokies! At the Terracotta Conservation Park. I didn't plan for this, so we're just gonna head on to a sign, pick a path, and we're gonna go! Let's see what we find. So I'm here, and I'm thinking I might do the Wolf Trail? Or no, sorry, this is the Terracotta Lane Trail. But if I get here and things get interesting, then maybe do the rest. Or wherever it's gonna be. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I took a picture of this, so should be okay. Check this out. Isn't this so cute? Look at all the little carvings. Got like wildlife and fish. Looks like a snapping turtle. You can sit down on this bench for all these really cute owls, maybe barn owls, and then a little beaver. That's cute. So I was listening to a podcast on the way here. It was talking about time management and how to, perform at your best. And they're talking about this green period where everybody has a certain amount of hours, 3 to 5, where their energy level is at the most optimum, whether that's, early in the morning at like 5 in the morning or late owl, night owl. And as someone who has a lot of things to juggle, it reminded me that, yeah, there are times in the day where I'm good at certain things and times in the days where I just don't have the energy to do anything. And it also brought me back to the days I used to practice back in university. I still practice. Basically, the first things I ever did was, in the morning, it was memory time. And that would be like maybe 1 or 2 hours of just memorizing stuff, really getting it into the fingers. And then afternoon, for me, it's dead time. I can't do anything in the afternoon. So, left or right? I'm gonna go with the sun. Let's go left. Alright, the ground's a little slippery and muddy because it was pretty rainy last night, so I have to be careful with my footing. But, oh, you have to see this. Look, isn't that just lovely? Like, how the trail just moves up and down. This is what the sun peeking through the leaves look like. Head down this trail here. I never thought I would be one of those types of people who would be carrying selfie sticks to the forest to vlog through these muddy fields. But you never know where life takes you. Okay, this trail is way too muddy. We gotta turn back. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm a city girl and I can't take mud. No, my shoes are like not waterproof, and they're not. they're not gonna be for this muddy trail. But now that I'm out of university and I have other things to do, more adulting stuff to do, my schedule's been a little bit thrown off because now teaching is in the evening. Morning I want to do for practice, but then afternoon's dead and I can't even do admin stuff and all my other project work, and then I end up editing really late at night. But maybe it's a system that does work for me. I don't know. I think this also reminds me of the idea of you don't have to have everything planned out to a T before you get to execute your plan. Sometimes you just need to point yourself in a direction and just go. Even if you're only going to go 1 or 2 steps, because ultimately you go on that path and then it's about course correction. You go, oh, 2 steps in, just like right now. Got a couple steps in, it was too muddy, let's course correct, and we're going to go back to Terracotta Lane. And that's totally okay to at least even just traverse a little bit and find out, okay, that's not a good idea. Let's course correct. Or you end up going down the path and you're like, oh, let's think 5 steps ahead, course correct. 5 steps ahead, course correct, and then you'll start to find that path, because there's no way anything is going to be a straight line. And if it is, it's too easy. And it's just something, it's your prelim rounds. It's when all the noobs go into the training ground and learn how to use their controls and tools. That's like school. If you get out of school, both the freedom of what you want to choose to do and not do is both freeing, empowering, and also kind of paralyzing. So if you're in that point in your life where things are, you don't know what to do, just pick a path. It's okay. Take your time, pick your path, course correct. You'll be okay. Oh my gosh, we're by the lake, the Wolf Lake. Look, there are swans. I'm so sorry for my bad phone quality, but there are swans. It's so nice here. Look at all the colors changing. And I think this is kind of true with like music too, you know? You might have a certain repertoire itinerary that your professor or your teacher gives you, but sometimes you need things that make you course correct. You find music that's a little bit out of your reach or way out of your reach, so that you know what to shoot for, what you're lacking, what your strengths are, and how to get there. And that's life. That's the process of life. There's nothing to be ashamed about that. And go at your pace, because there isn't going to be a pace that's going to be faster. There isn't going to be a pace that's going to be slower. It's going to be your pace. The pace that you're on is the one for you. One really big question that I want to ask you is, what skills in learning that you've acquired through your practicing of your instrument that you have applied to other aspects of your life? Because learning music is a highly complex task, and at least from my experience, the ways that I approach music, the way I break it down, the way I think, the different steps from like knowing it to knowing it, muscle memory, intellectual memory, skill acquisition, all that stuff comes together really well for sports, for dance, because it's all intertwined. What transferable skills have you gotten from music into your other hobbies or other interests that you have? Let me know, because I'm super curious. It's something that I really like looking into. I love the psychology of like learning and skill acquisition. That's really nice. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below and let's have a discussion. Let me know what skill it is or skills that you've learned and where you applied it. And bonus, how you got into that other hobby that you do. I want to know about that. So let me know in the comments below. Look at the way the sun is coming through these leaves. I'm going to get out of the picture for you to see. Which now also reminds me of the idea of when I used to do Alexander technique, this all together but one after another. And I know it's used in a specific way when you're trying to unlock your body and all this other stuff. And people who are into Alexander technique more than me know what I'm talking about. I ended up applying that in the way that I learned skills, which is very much like packages within packages within packages, and you keep making it into a bigger structure. And you can have a giant package of like, this is how I play piano. But if you want something specific, like let's go down into hand posture and those tiny little aspects and be able to zoom in and out. At the end of the day, when you play piano, it's all of that, but also one after another. The idea of thought going down through your body and how all those movements make you play a note. And you're not necessarily, well, at some level, you're not having to think about all those things. You just think, play this note. But you had to build up. Where is that note? Where is that finger that plays it? What's the sound? How do I approach it? So again, all together, one after another. So I hope this talk of me just kind of rambling hopefully has had some value to you. If you like this stuff, give me a thumbs up, let me know in the comments. I'll show you a bit more footage of where I'm walking. And I'll see you next time. Happy practicing!